morning. I'd like to call the Maysville Board of Commissioners Tuesday, July the 8th to order. And to begin our meeting, I want to extend condolences to Commissioner Brammer on the loss of her husband.
Thank you.
Tony's here if you'd like to do an invocation, Mayor. Okay, I'm sorry.
And now we'll begin with our invocation. Reverend Lease.
Father, these last few weeks have been filled with ups and downs and many events that often make us feel like we're on a roller coaster. Father, these events have ways of making us feel stressed and sometimes our hearts being heavy. But we come to you praying for comfort and support. We pray for wisdom and direction throughout this meeting. Father, I pray that your blessings be upon each of those that are here today. I just pray that you would just allow them to feel your presence. We just thank you for this great community and all the leaders. And in Christ's name that we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Matt, I would also like
Go ahead.
to thank the police and fire and any other city employees that had something to do with saving my warehouse on Friday night.
They're the best, David.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're the best.
Sterling job.
Yes,
I mean,
they're the best.
really good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Lease. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes, here.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am.
City Manager Wallingford?
Here.
City Attorney Cottle?
Here.
HR Director Rose?
Here.
Project Coordinator Horde? Public Works Director King?
Here.
Police Chief Palmer?
Here.
Fire Chief Carpenter?
Here.
Utility Manager Spence?
Here.
Zoning Administrator Larger? Building Inspector Fawcett? Codes Officer Brooks? Tourism Director Bailey? Here. Main Street Director Reese? Here.
Thank you. Motion to accept resignation.
Mayor and Commissioners, as you're well aware, Commissioner Wood has accepted a position with the state of Kentucky, and he cannot hold local office at the same time. You received a letter yesterday from Commissioner Wood, and with elected officials, the resignation is official at the very next meeting. So just to make it formal, if anybody would like to make a motion to accept that resignation.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay?
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. And I'd like to publicly thank Andrew for his service to the city and wish him the best on his new endeavors.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Appointment of controller.
Memo from City Manager Wallingford to Mayor and City Commissioners. I respectfully recommend the promotion of Melissa Wood to the position of Controller. With 20 years of dedicated service to the City of Maysville, Melissa has worked in or assisted with every financial aspect of our operations. I look forward to working with her to ensure the continued financial stability of the city for years to come.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
No. Melissa, congratulations. Ordinance setting salary schedule for FY 2026, first
Up
reading.
one, Mayor. You missed one there, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
That's okay.
Ordinance adopting
Fiscal year.
FY 2026 budget, first reading,
It's okay.
25-2005.
Have fun, Kelly.
An ordinance adopting the City of Maysville, Kentucky annual budget for fiscal year July 1, 2025 through 30 June 2026 by establishing revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government. Whereas the annual budget proposal and message has been prepared and delivered to the Board of Commissioners by the City Manager pursuant to KRS 91A.030 and Code of Ordinances Section 131A.01, and whereas the Board of Commissioners have reviewed such budget proposal and made necessary modifications, now therefore be it ordained by the city of Maysville, Kentucky as follows. The annual budget for the city's fiscal year ending 30 June 2026, summarized by resources, revenues, and appropriations as follows, is hereby adopted. Resources available, fund balances carried forward. Under general fund, $14 million. Under local government economic fund, $26,676. Under municipal road aid fund, 0. Utility fund, $1,692,671. Estimated revenues, property taxes, these are all gonna be under the general fund column. Property taxes, $1,270,000. License and permits, $10,696,000. Intergovernmental revenues, $1,103,500. Other revenue, $6,047,662. Total estimated revenues under general fund is $19,117,162. Under local government economic fund, estimated revenues, intergovernmental revenues, $25,000. Total estimated revenues, $25,000. Under municipal road aid fund, intergovernmental revenues, $433,990 for a total of $433,990. Under utility fund, estimated revenues, intergovernmental revenues is $4,651,695. Other revenue, $5,279,855. Total $9,931,550. Total resources available for appropriations under general fund, $33,117,162. Under local government economic fund, $51,676. Municipal road aid fund, $433,990. Utility fund, $11,624,221. Appropriations, general fund of general government, $10,933,147. Police, $3,990,534. Fire, $4,496,450. Public Works and Streets, $3,146,000. Utility public building maintenance expense, $861,806. Engineering expenses, $348,650. Flood wall expenses, $458,000. Parks and Recreation, $81,680. Capital expenditures, $8,161,578. Contingency, $578,622. Total appropriations under general fund is $33,117,162. And below that, balance of revenue to appropriation, 0. Under local government economic fund column, appropriations, police, $10,000, fire, $10,000, public works and streets, $10,000, total appropriations, $30,000, balance to revenue to appropriations, $21,676. Under municipal road aid fund column, public works and streets, $433,990, total $433,990. Total appropriations balance of revenue to appropriations, 0. And under utility fund column, appropriations, utility, $5,279,855. Capital expenditures, $3,607,950. Contingency, $2,736,416. Total $11,624,221. Concludes that.
Second with discussion. So, I need you to explain, because I've been out of touch.
Okay.
is there things in this budget this year that's gonna be paid out in next year, the next year, that's really not this actual deficit? And if I'm correct, I need you to tell
Yes,
why
ma'am.
and outcome.
Yes, ma'am. So we have a balanced budget. It's balanced. As I mentioned in the last meeting, looking at a deficit of $13,421,378. Out of that, capital projects, $3.3 million, transfer to utilities, $4.6 million, the broadband project, $1.1 million, and the Maysville water line, $4.2 million. That right there totals $13,263,695. Which the deficit without any of those projects, Ann, would be $157,683. That's what the deficit would be.
For this year,
If we didn't do any of those projects, yes ma'am, for the upcoming year. Maysville water line, as much as the four of you up there and everybody here would love to see that completed, it's not gonna be completed. We may pay a little bit out on engineering fees, Ann. And the engineering fees on that project be about 10% of that, so $420,000. We might pay those. That'd probably be about it. I don't see a lot of construction money coming out. Broadband, I was talking with Judge McNeil last week about that project. He was looking into it. There's still some pole attachments that they're lagging on. They are working on it. Transfer to utilities, $4.6 million. I think you and I talked, and we talked with Jeff as well. You know, the big projects that you guys are looking at, particularly back here, that's going to take a little while because you've got to do a preliminary engineering report. You've got to send the plans to Division of Water and all that. That may not hit. So that transfer over to the utility department, which that one was $1.6 million. Bottom line, it's not going to be $13 million.
okay,
That's my point.
I just need
Yes,
to
ma'am.
stress that for the
Yes, ma'am.
people that's
But we
listening
have to put those projects
I
in there
get
in
it.
case we do get to them.
I understand it,
Yeah.
but I needed you to explain it to everybody that's listening to this meeting,
Yes, ma'am.
how it works.
Yes, ma'am. That's how it works.
And that includes the 4%
Yes,
raise
ma'am.
you recommended,
Yes, ma'am.
correct?
Correct. Yes, ma'am. Any other questions?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yeah.
Commissioner Cartmel?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Ordinance setting salary scheduled for FY 2026, first reading, 25-06.
An ordinance adopting salary schedule for classified city employees and non-elected officials for services rendered beginning 1 July 2025. Summary, this ordinance adopts a salary schedule for regular city employees and non-elected officials by job classification for services rendered on and after 1 July 2025 until amended. Now therefore be it ordained by the city of Maysville, Kentucky, that the salary schedule attached hereto as Exhibit A shall govern the compensation of all regular city employees and non-elected officials for services rendered on and after 1 July 2025 until amended by ordinance.
I make a motion for discussion.
Second for discussion.
Now, my discussion on this pay scale is I've had some people come to me.
Mhm.
They've been here 6+ years, and the new recruits are maybe sometimes making $1 less on the hour for them. I have been incapacitated here for the last month, and so I would rather put this off until we can look at this, because if that's the case, anybody who's been here 6+ years shouldn't be making the same as a new recruit, or if it's $1 less. I would like to table this.
Well, what I would recommend you do is pass the ordinance as it is, and then come back, because it can be amended. I would pass the ordinance so that it is in effect, because you all are required to pass a salary schedule. I would go on and pass that and then come back, and we can always amend it. It can always be amended. That way,
Okay.
at least it's in effect to get
Just
you
so we
moving.
do, because I'm not gonna forget it.
Yeah, we can come back and amend it. It's an
I
ordinance,
mean,
and
I
it
just
can
feel
be
like
amended.
somebody's given 6 to 7 years plus should be rewarded for that and not punished with a new person coming in.
Okay,
I'm not saying take away people's salaries,
Right.
I'm not saying that at all.
sure.
I'm saying, if we don't start looking at this is why we got a lot of people possibly leaving to go somewhere else.
Oh, we totally
Well,
understand
I
that, absolutely.
understand, so
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
I think we need to really and seriously look at this.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would recommend you go on and pass that. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna raise my hand and say something too.
Oh.
That's okay,
Just as you're speaking about this, Commissioner Brammer, it's no different than 8 or 9 people out of my department, so many out of his department, so many out of his, not getting the 3% because we've been here 20+
Yeah.
years.
I
You know,
get it.
we're having to make, just like I spoke the last time I was present, and my assistant chief spoke when I couldn't be here. August 1, I'm gonna be down 7 officers.
Yeah.
7 officers. As soon as I get released from the doctor, I'm gonna be on the street, which is
Okay.
fine. I'm a police officer, 100%. I got no problem doing it. But just like I spoke the last time, we've got to come to some closer thing because we're getting slammed.
But do you
Right.
understand what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
understand what you're talking about, but it's no different than,
Yeah.
than the guys that have been here 20+ years, not
That's
getting
right.
that 3%.
I understand.
It's, I see what you're saying, it's exactly the same thing. And then when someone comes, it's not just that they're a new employee, but, and
Sometimes
Rhonda,
they
you
have
correct me if I'm wrong, but if somebody comes, you also look at what experiences they've had
Correct.
and skills that they bring to the position.
And we may have someone that's been here 6 years and never tested, like in your department. They've never attempted to test to even get a certification.
Right.
Whereas the newer
I
people,
understand.
they're getting their certification.
I just think we need to take a closer look at this basically.
And I'm gonna kind of add to what the chief said. You know, our role is leadership in management, and part of that, the greatest asset that this city has is the employees, because what the city provides for taxpayer dollars is services, and without our staff, we have no services. And the concern is that we're losing expertise and experience, and that we're not able to build capacity of leadership within the departments because of the feeling of non-support that our employees. And so we need to figure out a way to restore that leadership and believing in our city and getting people to be loyal and stay for a long time, but they've got to feel that support from the commission and the citizens.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have a motion and a second. Any other? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
I'm gonna vote yes, but I'm gonna come back with clarity. That we sit down and take a serious look at this pay scale. And I
Do that.
don't wanna forget it.
We can do that.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Ordinance amending Code of Ordinances, Chapter 138, competitive bidding, first reading, 2504.
An ordinance amending section 138.04 to revise bid requirements. Summary, this ordinance amends the City of Maysville Code of Ordinances, section 138.04 to change bidding requirement from $30,000 to $40,000 and to add language requiring that solicitations for bids will follow all applicable federal laws.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cardinal?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Closed session pursuant to KRS 61.8101F, discussion which might lead to the appointment of a member of the board.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cardinal?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am.
Legislator Kelly.
Matt, anytime is good for me.
Okay.
I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
No,
No.
go back into open session.
Oh, I mean to go back into open session.
So
Sorry.
moved.
Second,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am.
I got that, as soon as I get done.
I'll reach out to you,
I'll,
because I got it back from work, she's retired.
oh, well, yeah, I'll, yeah. We'll do it, we'll do it. I'm working on funeral arrangements for her.
Yeah,
But yes, I will.
Now I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
second,
Yeah, whatever.
First, David.
yeah, whatever.
Roll call, please.
Just roll with it, Lisa. Yes,
Handle it, will you?
yes, Lisa,
Commissioner Brammer?
absolutely.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all.